Well, hello there. This is
Hello,
new, is it
hello.
not?
This is new. What are we doing here?
We are recording a podcast,
A
and
podcast. Wow.
never been
How
done before.
original.
And you know what probably never has been done before for real? Accidentally streaming your podcast instead of recording it.
I think that's happened probably a lot more often. I
Oh,
wonder if there are any like secret streams people have tuned in because some big streamer accidentally hit the go live button.
there are. I've seen quite a few of
They're
from
just sitting there
Markiplier
on camera,
himself.
just like scratching their balls, like just
It's,
like, oh man, thank God no one can see me right now.
there's
And
one
they look at the camera horrified with the light on.
there's one with Mark where he's just like kind of sitting there like warming up and he's like, "Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody." It's
It do be
goofy
like
as
that.
all heck.
It is to an extent acting, you know? You gotta put up some sort of persona.
Absolutely. So, Crimbo just happened.
Krimba. Yeah. Did you do anything fun for Krimba?
I went down to my
Considering
grandparents' house.
Alright,
We all
that's
got tested, and everybody in my family, besides me, got quarantined beforehand. And yeah, then I got rapid tested by my aunt, and then I was negative, so I got to
nice.
go down. Woohoo!
That's very good. Well, it's good that your family took it really seriously.
Hmm. I do indeed agree.
Yeah, thankfully or unthankfully, I'm one of many Americans who is living with my family currently, so I
Yeah,
didn't have to do any testing to see them.
yeah.
But we had Chinese food, so that was pretty awesome.
Yum, dude. That's dope.
I know.
That's like
Got
a
some of that
for a lot
double
of people
fried pork.
double fried.
Oh yeah, it's basically just bacon, but also as delicious as bacon, so there's no downside.
Nice. So I've just been thinking about the fact that like with Christmas, I got a lot of new stuff, and like we did our stream yesterday with like the giveaway thing, and like that was
Oh
just
yeah,
insane, dude. Like that was like the biggest stream I've ever had, like by far.
yeah, that was like 17 viewers. That was really sick.
Well, and 170 views. Like what?
And you got to give away something to the community, which is awesome.
Merry
Like
Crimbo.
someone actually got a copy of Cyberpunk 2077 for Christmas.
They did indeed.
That poor bastard.
Hey, as long as
No,
the game isn't completely crashing, the quote unquote glitches are actually quite funny and I think enhance the game itself.
well, they are definitely glitches, but it's like playing what was it, Goat Simulator? Like everyone played that because it was absurd, and you get the same thing with Cyberpunk.
Yeah, indeed.
You just
I
get
don't
a
know.
happy big chungus man, wholesome 100, gets to hang out with you.
And then disappearing in elevator man. Dude, did you see Donkey experience that exact same glitch?
What the fuck? You're like there and not there. You exist and then you don't. What the fuck is going on with you? Okay.
As I
Oh yeah.
did.
Oh, there's tons of glitches out there. I mean, lots of people are experiencing them.
The one we clipped with the guy where I'm just like, okay.
I've yet to see someone fly into the sky like you did, though.
Yeah,
Like
that
that
was
was. I'm glad we clipped that because that was actually funny.
my favorite and I think most comedically well-timed thing that has happened in Cyberpunk was from Moist Critical. He's talking to his audience and he's just playing the game, and then all of a sudden, someone asks, "Hey, is this game worth it?" And he's like, "Is this game worth it?" And then he like walks into his car and it just flips up and like sits on like its rear bumper, and he's like, "Does that answer your question?"
Is this game worth it? Eh. Does that answer your question?
That will tell you whether it's worth it or not, honestly. And if seeing that glitch makes it worth it for you, then more power to you.
That shit was funny, bro. I don't know. I find it hilarious. I find the glitches absolutely hysterical.
It's partly why I want to play the game before they fix it, but also I don't want to pay $60 for a buggy mess.
Fair enough. I did it for that views, bro. For the views.
Well, you were also excited for the game. Come now.
Oh, I was a little. I like.
You were talking about the game before it came out.
True. I liked it. I thought it was a cool premise, and just in general I like the main character V. I like her voice acting. I like the character they've given her. I think she's pretty good. I don't know who the voice actor is, but she's doing a very good job. I don't like the male voice actor though. He's very monotone. It seems almost lazy, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, voice acting stuff, so
Yeah.
I'm sure he wasn't given the best direction either.
Probably not. So, in general, lately, there's been some buzz around the YouTube Minecraft scene.
Oh god, not the Minecraft scene.
Our boy Dream cheated. Oh god, Dream would never do that. He absolutely did, but
Dream really did come out of nowhere. Like, I've never watched any of his videos, so
Not
I'm
even
a
a
fake
little bit.
Dream fan. Sorry, everybody. But like, God, he just blew up.
Like,
I saw his subreddit and people were going nuts, and then I saw people be like, "Oh, it's just bored 9-year-olds who watch him," and I was like,
I
"Okay."
mean, kids are home, got nothing to do.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that his career has gone in a way to him wanting to legitimize his speedrunning when he doesn't need to do that. He could just totally make money by posting these lull funny speedruns that the kids will keep clicking on.
Absolutely.
Donate 17,000 dream bucks that you just need your parents' credit card information for.
Dream bucks. I just think I was watching both videos that Video Game Donkey posted about the situation. I just found it absolutely hilarious that
I think that's where a lot of people are getting their news from, and legitimately that's like, I've read some of the big like shit list video, or not video, document saying that he cheated.
mhm.
And I mean, I didn't sit down and do the math, so I don't really care that much, but it seems fairly legit. Like, it, from what they posted, they gave enough information to be like, yeah, he would have needed insane, like, god tier luck that doesn't exist.
He would have that would have needed to be his artifact that he started with in the real world. Everybody starts with one artifact.
Yeah, it's just like Dark Souls. Like,
He's got the 7-leaf clover like Philip J. Fry.
yep,
That was
I
it.
definitely started off as depraved with no magic item. I think that was the real way to start life.
You started on hard mode.
Exactly.
Uh, Another person, well, actually, not to the same level, despite like the people he works with. Corpse Husband has blown up quite a bit, but like if you look at Dream, like even he blows Corpse out of the water, and I hadn't even heard of Dream. Like I have heard of Corpse, like I watch Corpse, I listen to his music and shit. Like he's like unfathomably popular over the course of very quick amount of time. Like he went from
Well,
like
and I'm sure you don't watch him, but another YouTuber who blew up, like started making stuff this year, but who I think is fantastic, it's a guy named Dank Pods. He reviews iPods. He's from Australia. That's his shtick. He's like an audiophile, and somehow he has like, I think, 1 million subscribers now
that's awesome.
out of within a year. So the algorithm gives us stuff like Dream, which, a person who cheats at Minecraft, and then it gives us great, wacky Australian iPod videos. So
I mean, well, think about some of the stuff that's gotten popular on YouTube, man. Like Filthy Frank, Anything for Views, Max Mofo, before he started doing Pokemon unboxings. Like, if those guys can get popular, not not to say that they aren't incredibly like creative and like they were kind of pushing the boundary of like what is content. Like they definitely pushed that boundary quite a bit. Maybe not in the right direction, but like they got popular and they are still relevant, both Max Mofo and Anything for Views. Like, and they've ever since starting their podcast, they've kind of like, there's these people who just are the flavor of the month, like Dream and maybe your iPod guy. Maybe he's not quite flavor of the month. He seems like he's just kind of found his niche and he's kind of growing into it. But like there's these flavor of the month people that just hit the iron while it's hot, and then there's these people who are like these veterans who like see the tone of YouTube shifting. And like with Anything for Views and Max Mofo, they were like, we can't do our videos like that we used to. So they start
I
up
mean,
cold
think about
ones.
what it was like a couple of years ago. Probably more than a couple of years, like 5 or 6 years ago, when the big animation bubble
Oh,
was finally popping.
yeah. I mean, animation was huge on YouTube, and then like just like even people like
Yeah, all of a sudden, like it would garner these 2 minute videos would get millions of views, and that would be
Mhm.
enough money to sustain them. But now they're getting, just maybe a couple 100,000. Some of them are breaking into the millions, but you just can't make it as an animator. It takes too long. The videos are too short, and the production cost alone is way more than just sitting down on a couch and doing a
Oh,
let's play video.
absolutely. Like, oh my gosh. Um, so the the whole thing with like what I was getting at is like there's like these flavor of the month things, and obviously animation was a little more than a flavor of the month. It just like eventually like YouTube fucked animators and they couldn't do what they were doing before because like you just said, like animation is expensive, bro. Like, and the amount of time it takes is not for them to do that, plus the cost is not enough for them to actually like be able to do it sustainably. Like it's so
Yeah.
much to do. And with these
I
people
mean,
like
look at
Dream,
Aaron Hansen.
oh my god, look at Rubber Ross, like
Yeah,
or Rubber
these
Ninja.
huge animators, like titans of the Newgrounds community, now are all like let's players and variety YouTubers
Well,
eating beans or you know playing Mario Maker.
Rubber Ninja is more of like a he more streams now. He's found his niche in streaming.
Yeah,
But
yeah, he is now a 99% of the time Among Us streamer.
and then there's I don't know. I haven't liked how Aaron has adapted to his company. It's there. I've seen a lot of stuff about like how he acts now from people, and it's just kind of like, it disappoints me about him in general. I mean, he's not a bad person, obviously. Like, he's
I
just
mean, it's a business. He's treating it like a business, and
absolutely,
you
and
know,
like he it
it's
that.
his line of work, man.
And I mean, I don't blame him. Like, I don't dislike the guy. It's just like I can't watch Game Grumps content anymore. Like, I still love Dan, and I find Dan hilarious, Danny
Yeah.
Sexbang. But it's just, I, with how Aaron, like, very clearly, like, plays a role to what YouTube wants him to play, and then Dan kind of just, like, sometimes follows the rules that Aaron has set forth on the channel. Like, that's
Mm.
why I like Dan. He still kind of is himself, but Aaron is kind of just like constantly just doing what YouTube wants him to do so that his business continues to grow, which is it's fine. I don't blame him for it. He's not a sellout. He's not like an asshole or something for that, but it makes it very hard to watch him because old Aaron Hansen is anger, screaming, and really stupid like vulgarity that makes no sense and is just yelled like that was what made Aaron Hansen funny to me, and that
Well, I think
is
it's also worth noting though that he has gotten older as the
yeah,
years
true.
have gone by.
He's
He's now what, well in his 30s?
I think he's like 35 now.
Yeah, so there's no way he's gonna get in front of camera and yell and scream like he did when he was in his 20s.
That's a fair point. Like that's
I
absolutely
mean,
true.
you and I don't get on like Discord or something and just like shout at each other.
Well,
Okay, we don't do it all the time. We
We
probably did it more back in high school.
Oh, absolutely. We absolutely did. Dude, what the hell? Can you hear that in my voice?
The hoarseness.
Yeah, there's a little bit of hoarseness. It's probably because I was streaming for 3 hours last night.
That'll probably do it. Yeah, you should be drinking water.
Drinking me water. But yeah, no. So, oh gosh, we keep getting derailed and going like, I have this point I want to make, and we keep getting derailed from it, and I don't
Podcast.
even know if it's a good enough
It's
point
just like,
now to.
nonsense. Two random people just talking about
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
What's the joke like? Oh, what do you call a group of dudes in their mid 20s who just get around and pretend to have strong opinions of things? Oh yeah, that's just a podcast of men.
Yeah. Pretty much. But so I don't know. There's people who I'm glad are still around, and like one thing I'm kind of sad about, someone that is no longer around on YouTube, like even remotely, besides like stuff involving but first we feast, is Joji. Um, I wish he
Oh
would
yeah,
come back around every once in a while, even to just be on people's podcasts. Like he's not even on the H3H3 podcast anymore. Like he's he's very distanced himself from what he used to be, which is totally fine. What he used to be does not meld with what he is now, and that's totally fine. I get it. Like
I think
he's
that's the whole thing. And like, come on,
yeah,
Filthy Frank was a product of his time. You couldn't
absolutely.
do Filthy Frank now. I
No,
don't think
no,
it'd
no,
be
no, no, no.
anywhere near as popular. And people would jump on that immediately for being, this really offensive content.
Well, and my favorite thing that I've seen is like the people that fully understand that Filthy Frank is a character. It's not uh, how Frank actually is, and he doesn't. He's making fun of the people who are that way. He doesn't actually think that that stuff is funny. He thinks that making fun of those people who act that way is funny, and I like that. There's a huge sect of people who understand that. They don't necessarily excuse it, but they understand that he wasn't saying these things and doing these things to like
Mm,
make fun of people, or like the groups that he is quote unquote making fun of in the like episodes is more the people who make fun of those people that he is making fun of. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And that's what.
I think a big thing comes down to like his audience has grown up too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like
And
the things that I was okay with saying and hearing back in high school or middle school or something, totally different from what I'd be doing now. But that's
mm-hmm.
because I was a stupid kid, and I was like, oh man, the Pink guy is so funny. These
Pink
songs are hilarious.
Pink Eyes songs are still,
They're very funny.
but they're also like, I mean, it speaks to his musical talent that like he can write like just shit tier rap music, like just like bangers basically, like with like dumplings and rice balls and Pink Life, like songs like that. Like, well, Pink Life is like a legitimate rap song, like that was like a great song, but like stuff like Shut the Fuck Up and stuff like that, it's just like,
Yeah,
oh, like this is like a legitimate rap song, like where like if you heard this on the radio, like you wouldn't question it too much.
that's
um
the thing now. That his music is now all very legitimate. He's
oh,
not making meme songs anymore.
oh, his new stuff is the thing is like the tone shift and the ability to, what I was saying is like make music like that, and then he shows like what he actually is passionate in with music, and like the kind of music he actually like is passionate about making is crazy. Like his like Will He was the from his album Demons, I believe it's called, was the absolute like all right, yep, I'm on board with this. The moment I heard that song, I was like, yep, uh, you do you, Joji. This is fantastic. Like I really like you. You know me.
Oh yeah,
I'm a
you like
sucker
that
for
that sad boy rap.
sad boy rap. Sad boy music is like it's my niche of music that I love, and not necessarily what I like to make, but I do enjoy making that music, but I'm more of like everywhere, kind of. Like I don't stick to one sect so far. We'll see where my mark hits and if I'll stick with that. But
When you finally release that EP to the world.
yeah, I mean, all right. So But yeah, it's just we'll release that EP someday. It's a it's a it's quite an endeavor, music. And
Oh God, yeah.
I've
And I mean, you're putting yourself out there. It's just hard.
yeah, the putting myself out there isn't necessarily what I'm worried about. It's more like me meeting my own expectations with it. And I
Yeah.
have not yet. And I've recorded a
The
couple
ear is
times.
trained faster than the instrument, man.
Yeah.
It's just like visual artists. They can see all of their problems, but they don't have the technique right away to be able to counteract them or get past them.
Yeah. uh, but either way, music is something I'm very passionate about and something that will eventually come. Yeah, I'm the guy who's a streamer, podcast, and he makes music. Wow, this guy's generic as fuck. I don't know, man.
All of those people who are already going to type that comment, now they're just
Someday
destroyed. You've given them no platform.
they're done. It's, I'm
Done
about to
forever.
end this man's whole career. That's a great sound I could add to the soundboard, Liam. I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Let's finish this. I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dude. So, we've been playing Cyberpunk. I don't think there's a better method than just running with a katana, dude.
I think that is like the meta.
It's
And
it's so fucking good.
now one thing that I've read is that also the choices that you make in dialogue, like 99% of them don't matter.
Ah, shit.
They get you to the same outcome too.
Well, it's our lore of the channel. Are we're a nice person.
Oh
Besides
yeah,
besides our
absolutely.
enemies, we horribly maim and murder our enemies. But that's because that's how I'm playing the
But it
game.
ain't like the days of Knights of the Old Republic, where if you went evil, it actually mattered.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think the same with Mass Effect, but I haven't played those games. At least not enough to really know.
Well, you always thought that, well, sometimes dialogue choices mattered in The Walking Dead, but a lot of them didn't actually matter because, like, that character ends up dying no matter what anyway. Like, it's just
Yeah.
a
And actually,
whole
that's the whole
dang
thing
old
with
thing.
Mass Effect 3, too, is the ending didn't matter. You just got a
Oh,
different
God.
color ending, depending on if you went good,
Different
neutral, or
color.
evil.
I remember that.
At
People
least
were
with,
so
like,
mad.
Knights of the Old Republic, you got legitimately different endings. You could choose to kill off party members if they didn't fit within, the good thing you wanted to do or the evil thing that you wanted to do.
Oh, yeah.
It was dark. It actually let you explore, like, what being, and, I don't care about Star Wars that much, but being a Sith versus being a Jedi.
He doesn't care about Star Wars. Oh, shit. He's
I
gonna
know,
get me
right?
canceled. Oh, fuck. No, just
But
kidding.
like modern games seem to have lost that, where it's just you get this plethora of things you can say, but ultimately they don't lead to anywhere. Also, bro, you gotta stop coughing.
Oh, don't worry. I muted my mic. Like when I did that, like in the stream, I muted that.
Okay. Um,
So no, so you say that and no one heard it. They're just like, what is he talking about? He didn't
gosh,
even cough.
it's just like
I'm
just
gaslighting you,
every
Liam.
couple of seconds, yeah.
I'm
Maybe
gaslighting
they'll
you.
think I'm crazy. Yeah, before the next podcast, you really gotta have like a big glass of water, do some voice stuff.
La, 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 la. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
just do the Aaron Hansen like warm up the butt fart, that was funny. That bit was funny where he just really obnoxiously do voice warm ups in like a room full of people. Stacy Dennings. I hate Stacy Dennings. Wait a minute, that's my name. No, 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 it's just a voice warm up. Don't worry about it. You right there. I hate you, Stacy Dennings. Lordy Lou. But and then there's the news in Smash with the scary boy Sephiroth.
It
He's
is nice that we're seeing another Final Fantasy character.
I
I
will
will
say
admit,
that.
like, I'm super excited that we have two Final Fantasy characters.
I would have preferred Kefka, but
There's a lot of people from the whole series I would have preferred. Like, I would have preferred if Square Enix remembered that they had Final Fantasy games beyond Final Fantasy VII. But, like Cloud and Sephiroth, they're iconic. Who else are they going to put in?
Kefka.
Kefka is nowhere near as iconic.
But he should be.
But he's not.
He's better than Sephiroth. Sephiroth's just edgy guy.
I agree with you. But, like, everyone would have been like, who's this Joker ripoff? What the fuck?
Joker ripoff. Excuse me. I mean, technically the Joker came first, but he's really not a Joker ripoff. He's
no one
very
played
different.
Final Fantasy III in the West. No one did.
You
did. But think about people in our age group. How many people have played an SNES game?
Just besides the people I know on like Twitter, not very many that I know.
Exactly. Yeah.
I got
Final
roasted
Fantasy
on
VII,
Twitter.
like, it was the first 3D Final Fantasy. It came out on the hit console, the PlayStation, which everyone wanted. It makes
True.
sense that it's the most popular one. So getting Sephiroth is the logical next Final Fantasy character.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe we can see some love for the other ones, maybe with like Mii costumes. I know they just added Gino, so we technically finally got Gino.
Which means we will never actually get Gino.
Oh yeah, well, I wasn't expecting. Again, like, how many people have played Super Mario RPG?
I know a lot of people who have, but they're mostly in the like YouTube/Twitch scene. So
yeah, I think of like everyday people. Like, you can't even play Super Mario RPG on your Switch.
I mean, you can play
if you have the SNES Classic, you can.
Exactly.
But not that many people had those because they were hard to get and expensive.
Yeah, they're easier to get now, but at the time they were stupid hard to get. It's annoying, but it's the way it is.
I did, however, hear that Sephiroth is pretty broken, though.
He is unbelievably strong. I normally fight against level 7 right now, and I went against one first time playing Sephiroth. Literally hadn't touched him, and I 3-stocked a level 7, and I was like, huh. Like, I've never really. I mean, I've done it before with like my main, but like that's not a common thing for me to do. I'm not super good at Smash. So then I was like, all right, I'll move it up. So I moved it up to level 9, and I 3-stocked a level 9, like with only like 50% HP done, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is stupid strong. Like, his smashes have like ridiculously long range, and his like powers or whatever, the B moves, I don't know what those are called.
He's got that crazy long katana, so it makes sense.
The Masamune. Is that what it's called? No, I can't remember.
So. It's been too long since I played through 7, honestly.
Agreed. And I did not. I tried the remake. I did not like it. It's just a shipping simulator with Final Fantasy battles thrown in.
It's a Square Enix game. What are you expecting? They're all thirsty.
I know, but Final Fantasy VII, the original, it was just Aerith. That's all it was.
Oh no, are you kidding me? Tifa was totally.
No, I mean, but she wasn't an actual love interest for Cloud, like in the game.
In the game, yeah. Like, I don't think they never fall in love, but there's things hinted.
Well, yeah, there's hinted, but like with this, it's like.
You gotta remember when that came out in the U.S. too. It was the 90s. 90s video games in the West, at least, were heavily censored.
Yeah, that's true.
The translation that we got wasn't very good and missed on a lot of the subtext.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
It's why I think in what is it? In fucking Final Fantasy VII, like, our translation of it, they imply that Sephiroth is Cloud's brother or something, or they're clones. But that's not right at all. They're just from the same. They're both soldiers.
Yeah, they're both. Yeah.
but that's totally lost on the Western audience. So when I played that game as a kid, I was like, wait, so I'm fighting my brother, who is fighting our mom, who's Genova. What?
Our mom. Oh my god. Yeah, translations weren't the best back then. They aren't that great now either.
They're way better now.
Well, they're better, but
They're
there's
like,
still so much
they're
missed.
not worth complaining about better, I think.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because, like, you can't directly translate from Japanese to English.
No,
It
you
doesn't
really
work that
can't.
way.
It's just not a thing you can do. I was most happy about Banjo. Banjo was my favorite thing that was added. That was a big, like, wow, they actually did it thing for me.
I'm still just flabbergasted they added Sans in any capacity. Like, that's insane to me.
That was really cool, too. I'm super happy about Joker, too. That was one I was not expecting. But then they added Byleth. They had to add another Fire Emblem character. There's more Fire Emblem characters than any other series, and Mario's in that effing game, bro.
I, aren't there more Mario characters,
No.
technically?
No. There is, I believe, 8 Fire Emblem characters. There are maybe 6 Mario characters.
We got Mario, Luigi, Dr. Mario, Bowser, Bowser Jr., Peach, Daisy, Piranha Plant.
Oh, Piranha Plant. I forgot about Piranha Plant.
There's probably more. I don't play Smash that much, but Mario gets lots of attention. I don't think we should bitch about there not being enough Mario characters.
I'm not saying there's not enough Mario characters, but when a series like Fire Emblem, where in no place but Japan is it actually popular, like,
Are you kidding me?
blockbuster popular.
Fire Emblem is huge in the US. And also,
Is it?
Nintendo's a Japanese company. They're going to cater to a Japanese audience, too.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, that's so dumb to complain about it.
I just hate Fire Emblem characters being added because they're all relatively the same. Like, they're all the same dang thing.
I think people gotta recognize that Smash is a game that makes Nintendo a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so they're gonna put characters in that will be sold. People want to buy these characters.
I hate to. I don't think I actually. Yeah, I did bring him up earlier, but just Donkey's video on new Smash characters. Just, I think it hits the nail on the head, man. I think it's really funny. Where, oh wow, that was loud. Where it's just like, he's just over and over again like, and now we're adding Ares from Fire Emblem, and I know not a lot of people would be expecting this, but we're adding Byleth from like, just it's like, well, technically I think there's only been one Fire Emblem DLC character, Donkey, but I get what you're getting at.
Yeah, just everyone's gonna complain about something. Like, when Sephiroth got released, I was bitching too, like, oh man, why not Final Fantasy VI or why not Final Fantasy VIII? But then, like, hey, at least we got a Final Fantasy character. That's pretty cool.
Man with sword.
I mean, there's lots of sword characters.
There's a lot of sword characters.
That I think could be kind of bitched about. But then again, like, no one's gonna bitch about Link being in the game.
No.
But he's just, blonde man with sword. How's he any different from, like, Shulk?
I mean, he's different from Shulk because he has the bombs, the arrows, and the boomerang. Like,
No, yeah, I know. But, like, staring a distance away, it's two blonde men with a sword.
Well, yeah. One's got a futuristic blade, and one's just got a sword, and it's like, okay, well, what's the difference? One's from the future, cool. I don't know. Smash in general is turned into one of those games where it's like, well, it's really fun, and I have fun with it when I pick it up, but also, like, if I think into it, I get annoyed. So why don't I just not think into it?
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Because no matter what, someone's going to be happy that they include a new character. Like, there will be people who will be excited if they add more characters.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's just how it is.
I I just don't think I'm gonna get surprised in an excited way for a character. Like, I don't think they're gonna add any characters who I would really want to see.
There's a
I was
couple I
trying
can
to
think
hold
of.
out for Gino, and now that they're not gonna bring him in, I don't think I have anyone.
Waluigi.
They're never gonna do that. He's an assist trophy.
We'll see.
I don't think we've ever seen an assist trophy get promoted.
I want him in the game, bro. Like, why
I want
not?
Waluigi in the game too, but
Why is he so against putting Waluigi in? Like, what is so bad about having Waluigi in Smash that he's just like, no? Like, people begged from every country to have Waluigi in, and he's just like, nope.
you
Not
make
happening.
it seem like they listen to that though. They don't care.
I mean, look at Banjo.
Sakurai's gonna
Ba-
do, yeah, but like that had been in the works for years.
Hmm.
Sakurai's gonna do what Sakurai's gonna do, and Nintendo's gonna do what they're gonna do.
I just want Shigeru Miyamoto to walk into Sakurai's office and be like, you put Waluigi in the game, or you can never put another Fire Emblem character and have to delete all of them from the game.
I don't think Miyamoto has any say in
No,
how that
yeah,
series
I don't
goes.
think he does either.
And also, Miyamoto doesn't love Waluigi.
Why
Consider
not?
all the times that we've seen Waluigi in a major Mario game.
Uh,
We
Zero.
haven't. Yeah,
Mario Odyssey 2, he's the main villain.
dude, that would be fucking sick.
Wouldn't that be
I would
awesome?
be so excited. Like, Waluigi is the main bad guy in a Mario game. I could get behind that.
I would absolutely get behind that. He just his plot is he stole every coin in the mushroom and every other kingdom.
Mario Odyssey 2, go collect all 15 million coins.
And he
Each
stole
coin
all the
that you
super
get
coins.
it plays like the moon get animation, but every single coin.
That would be horrible.
God, it'd be the worst. That'd be so good. Like if they released that on April Fools.
And then they just patch it out.
Yeah. I'm kind of sad for Mario's 35th. We didn't see anything regarding like an update to Odyssey or a new DLC, Odyssey 2, anything like that.
Yeah, there's really Odyssey hasn't gotten much besides Luigi's Balloon World.
Which, granted, Luigi's Balloon World is pretty cool.
It's fun. It's very fun. My head itches.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem. But I don't know, man. This whole I can hear Trimston in the background.
Yeah. Apologies for the dog in the background.
He's such a goofball.
It's a little shit.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot of just about people on Twitch in general, and it's like, damn, there's all these people who are already established, like YouTubers and streamers, like before I even existed, and it's like, wow, dang. But then there's people like that I look at that are like, oh, they're probably huge, and like Foolish Captain Kia, the former artist for the Super Mega channel. I was like, I saw her and I was like, oh, she's probably huge. Like she probably has like a ridiculous amount of followers and like it's like hundreds of viewers and shit. And it's like, well, actually no, she's around like Liam 6 level, which Liam is very successful. Don't get me wrong, but like he's not putting up them ninja numbers, if you know what I mean. But like, no, all means is
Does he still do stuff? I never hear anything about Ninja anymore.
he kind of just
Does he just play Fortnite these days? And
he plays his role is what he does. He knows his role, and like
yeah,
his role is make fun of people that make fun of him in chat, and play Fortnite pretty much.
I've heard like in real life he's a nice person.
Oh, absolutely. Like he's
I've
like
heard like most of what he does is just an act because it gets money.
yeah, no. Like I think
Yeah, I can't blame him for that.
I think my favorite quote from Ninja, and like it's a dick thing to say, but it was just so funny to me. he was talking about every time I play Fortnite and I bring people into the party, it's like, oh, you're not even that good. Oh, you're not even this. Blah blah blah. Oh, you stream snipe other streamers. Blah blah blah. It's like, dude, I could buy the internet company that supplies your internet, then cut off your internet, and then you can no longer talk shit in my chat. Shut up. It's just like, oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cocky thing, but we're drawn to that for some reason. Like, look at all the wrestlers who are like, I've got so much money, I'm a dickhead. Ooh, look at me.
Shit.
And everyone's like, wow, I love that person.
Well,
I can't wait for them to get hit over the head with a fucking crowbar in the wrestling ring.
I think that's part of the reason Jake Paul is so big. Like, I mean, he started off because kids like him, but he's grown now because people want to see him fail. Like, people want to see like something bad happen to this guy. And like Logan Paul has he's still an awful piece of shit for what the things that he's done, but surprisingly enough, he's kind of chilled out and grown away from it since getting his ass beat by KSI.
Yeah, but also like
he's still Logan Paul. I'm not gonna.
That's what gets them views. Is they're just complete insufferable assholes, and people love that.
Well, and now what's making Jake Paul popular is that he's boxing, and people want to see him get the shit kicked out of him. And
isn't he fighting Mayweather? Like,
no,
next year?
Logan. That's Logan Paul.
Logan is fighting Mayweather.
And there's been a lot of talk, and everyone understands that like Logan's doing it either for the money or just because like, I mean, in general, like how many people get to fight Floyd Mayweather? I think like 52 people in the entire world have gotten to fight Floyd Mayweather, and he'll be 53, like on a professional setting.
Yeah, I mean, it won't be professional because he's not a fucking boxer.
Oh, he's a professional boxer. He's classified as a professional boxer. Same with Jake Paul.
Yeah, but is he to the same level of Mayweather? Let's be honest. Can you put those two in the same world?
No, but technically, like, quote unquote, he is. It's just not actually. But the thing is, like, I mean, I'm gonna give him props. Like, I wouldn't step in the ring with Mayweather. I'd sooner step in the ring with Mayweather than Manny Pacquiao, because if you watch the fights of people with Manny Pacquiao, they come out like destroyed. Like, there's people who have lost eyesight from fights with Manny Pacquiao, who is like just the nicest human in general. Like,
well, I mean, you know, you got a box. That's what it is.
I know, but it's just so funny because like all of these, I want to talk about this actually. Manny Pacquiao is someone like I adore. He's just this unbelievably humble and nice guy. Everyone tries to talk shit to him and get him to fire back. He never does, and I swear it's on purpose to get these people to look stupid. Like, he always is like,
people look stupid is way easier than making someone look stupid than.
Yep. So what he does is he just lets them talk, and he's like, and then he lets them go, and then he'll say something along the lines of, the people who talk the most usually end up falling the hardest, and like something like that, like just and be like, and then he'll end it with like, I hope we have a great fight. You seem like a really talented guy. Let's have fun. And then he goes out, and these people come out like bloody and like face swollen, and it's just like, oh, like, damn, bro. It's just it's so funny to watch the interviews with these people, dude. Like, it's my favorite one is this guy who...
before you get too far, and I actually gotta be right back. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Let me be right back. Cut this out.
Oopsie! Oopsie!